ask Ben or Alex from DSTL to provide an opportunity for academics in the audience and also researchers who may be interested to take up the opportunity that Alex has for us.
Thank you, Cyril. Good morning. So I want to just take a moment because it seemed that actually the whole group here have some very relevant research, and if I didn't at least advertise this as an opportunity to get into that, I'd feel a bit daft. So my name's Alex Barnett. I'm from Defence Science and Technology Laboratory here in the UK. We're entirely Ministry of Defence funded, so we take research money from the Ministry of Defence. We do some internal research, but an awful lot of that research money goes out into UK industry, academia, small experts enterprises to try and generate new ideas that we weren't aware of that someone else might have. So I appreciate we've got some international people in the room. Although this is only open to UK nationals, UK companies for the main funding, it's entirely possible to partner with UK academia. So if you have a colleague or somebody that you know who is in UK industry or in a university, then you might be able to actually get access through this way. You can partner with them and do something. So I'll just I'll show you very quickly what I mean by this. So the mechanism we use is called Centre for Defence Enterprise. It's aimed at getting access to the non-traditional suppliers that we would have. So we have some very large industry suppliers who do a lot of work with us, but we want to get into other suppliers as well. So this is a mechanism for doing that. And they hold frequent, what they have competitions where there's an amount of funding and a specific title available, and people can bid into that. And what we look for are quite small, very, very early stage research. So we're talking about proof of concepts, good ideas that need maturing a little way for a small demonstration that we can then say, yes, that's viable, or no, it's not. And it hopefully also generates some idea of what's interesting to UK MOD, so that actually people say, okay, well, I've got this idea, is it interesting or not? And we've got one of these coming up. You can access this website anytime. I've just Googled CDE, Centre for Defence Enterprise, and it comes up. And if I just show you our competition. So we're looking to try and generate ideas on how we could understand and interact with cyberspace. We've recognised that whilst we've done quite a lot of research in situation awareness, that's only any good if you can actually get it to the person who needs to make the decision. And so what we're looking for here are some innovative approaches to getting access to information about cyberspace, how people interact with it, but also how that information is presented to people. So in terms of visualisation, in terms of dealing with big data, all of those kind of things we're looking for. And we've got £500,000 worth of funding set aside for this. We're hoping to fund around about 10 different projects, so you get a feel for the sort of size, although it can be larger or smaller depending on what the idea is. And it runs for about 6 months, so it's quite short term, but if it's something that's really viable and we can get something out of, then we'll extend that further where we can. So that's the quick plug. We've got a launch event on the 9th of July where we'll actually be just down the road in the Grand Connaught rooms. There's a registration option for that. I think it's on this page, if not it's on the previous page. So there's this online portal and registration. There's also a webinar shortly after that event, so people who can't get to the main event can see what we're talking about. And the presentation, all the material that we'll be providing will be loaded onto here as well after we've had that launch event. And the competition closes 3rd of September for the proposals. We try and turn around the decision and the funding very, very rapidly. So our aim is to get everyone on contract that we think is successful in early October is our aim for the 6-month period to complete it. So any more questions that you have, you can see myself or Ben or Steve just here from DSTL, or indeed have a look on the website, and I'll make sure I'll let Cyril know what the website address is so that you can always put a link on the information that we send out. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.